I want to talk to you about the best trucking companies with CDL training. So if you are actually, let's say you are a new trucker and you are interested in joining a trucking company that offers a CDL training, this is the review I want you to pay attention to. The first company I want you to direct your sights on is Maverick Transportation. We love Maverick Transportation. They're in Little Rock, Arkansas, and we love the fact that basically Maverick has a flatbed and reefer trucking division, and they run current model equipment, always well maintained. We love that a lot. They have great reputation. They pay their drivers really well, and they rank well for being one of the best trucking companies with paid training. So if you're trying to really if you're looking for a paid CDL training, you want to think about Maverick. And so Maverick is truly a mega carrier, and this is really good. We love the fact that they are always accommodative of new truckers, and they'll give you after the training is done, they'll actually put you into a probationary period for 3 to 6 months to see how you fare on the road. So that's really fantastic. And so if you're interested in a paid CDL training program at a trucking company, think about Maverick Transportation. The second company I want you to really think about is TMC. So we love the fact that TMC has been around for a while, and they are in Iowa, and we love the fact that they are really accommodative of new truckers. And if flatbed trucking floats your boat, this carrier offers a good training program with a decent wage paid for the 3-week training period. And the cool thing about this TMC is that they offer guaranteed work placement upon completion. And we like the fact that their initial training period is 3 weeks. And upon completion of this portion, the student is then paired with a qualified trainer for an additional 5-week period. So overall, you have actually 8 weeks where you demonstrate as a new trucker, you demonstrate your ability to be at the wheel. And TMC states that they don't have any initial cost for the program to their students. So that's really fantastic. And what we love about the TMC is that you have all kinds of transportation solutions. Once you're up and running, you have open deck trucking, for instance. So I'm talking about flatbed, step deck. You have RGN. So RGN, that's removable gooseneck, and that's really good. So you have the ability to get things done a lot faster. Number 3, you have Schneider. So Schneider is actually it's really known in the industry. It's certainly one of the top trucking companies that have a CDL training. And so when it comes to reputation, when it comes to good payment, we love Schneider a lot. They're based in Green Bay, Wisconsin, and many graduates and drivers say that the program is solid. The training program is solid, a good experience for new drivers. Many drivers stay with Schneider for long periods of time, so that's really cool. And what we love about Schneider also is that the flexibility. Boss, welcome back to the show. It's really a pleasure to have you here. Make yourself comfortable. You are going to enjoy today's conversation. Next, you have XPO Logistics. So if you're looking for a trucking company with CDL training, you want to look into Greenwich, Colorado, and you want to look for XPO Logistics, and no upfront cost to a trainee. And this company gives the trainees trainees up to 3 meals a day, along with housing provided during the training period. And the classes are noted as being small, even though the carrier itself is a huge carrier. Okay, and then you have Roll. So Roll actually is based in Marshall, Wisconsin, and this is another player that actually offers CDL training. And you have multiple terminals and drop yards across the country, and CDL training. And they also offer training for inexperienced drivers. So I'm talking about not only training at the wheel, but also outside the wheel in terms of how to be a good trucker in general. So we love that ability to be really flexible. So that's really cool. And training is thorough and typically a cut above most all mega carrier training. So we love that a lot. And what we love about Roll is that they are constantly sort of improving their training program for CDL. And we love the fact that they are accommodative of all kinds of drivers. Next, I want to share with you 1-800-GOT-JUNK. And 1-800-GOT-JUNK is not really your typical sort of trucking company, but they also they have a great CDL training. So if you're interested in having a short haul sort of company, 1-800 Got Junk is a great sort of player to consider. Okay, think about this as a large franchise junk removal service with approximately 200 locations throughout the U.S., Canada, and Australia. And basically, the company aims at helping people reclaim the space at their homes and businesses, and when possible, items are recycled or donated to charity. So what happens here is that when you go with the 1-800 Got Junk, you're not actually working for a B2B, or you might have a B2B or B2C. It really depends. But the company has been around for more than 35 years, so that's really fantastic. Also, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about best trucking companies with CDL training. Next, I want to share with you BioTrans. And BioTrans actually is a highly specialized national logistics company catering to medical research and pharmaceutical companies. And so it has more than 175 trucks and plans to expand its global presence. So we love that a lot. And BioTrans operates 23 to 25 locations in the US and 3 in Bosnia, Denmark, and Germany. So you have a player that's actually in 2 continents, and they actually offer CDL training. So if you are interested in sort of driving for a niche trucking company, you might want to think about BioTrans. And they were founded in 2010, so this is a relatively new company. So we're talking about and the number of truckers right now, you have 51 to 200 drivers. But hey, the good thing is that they are actually offering free CDL training, so that's just fantastic. Next, you have a Crete Carrier Corporation. This is another big player that we love, and Crete has been around for a while, and Crete is just a fantastic company to work for. On top of that, the fact that they actually have a CDL training for new drivers, that's just fantastic. So Crete Carrier has grown to be one of the largest privately held trucking companies, and along with its sister company, Schaffer Trucking, and wholly owned subsidiary Hunt Transportation, Crete Carrier Corporation operates as a truckload and flatbed carrier for virtually any commodity. And it really requires the drivers to have at least 1 year of tractor trailer experience, but it will finance your CDL training. They have a program in-house to really train new drivers. But once you pass the program, you have to work with senior drivers for at least 6 months to 1 year before you actually can have a truck by yourself. And the company has been around for a while now. I mean, they were founded in 1966, so that's really good. In terms of stability, you really cannot get better than that. And the size here, we are looking at 5,000 to 10,000 drivers. That's just fantastic. You have another player I want to share with you is Dayton Freight Lines. So Dayton Freight Lines is great for CDL training. They offer CDL training in-house, and you have a program of 4 weeks. So if you are a new trucker, they will take you in and for 4 weeks. And then after the 4 weeks are over, they want you to be under the supervision of a more experienced trucker, in-house trucker, for at least 3 to 6 months before you actually take your own truck. So this is really good. But think about Dayton Freight Lines as an LTL carrier operating 11 states in the north central U.S. As an LTL carrier, it consolidates freight from multiple shippers into a single truckload, and the company operates a fleet of about 2,100 tractors and 5,000 trailers from a network of more than 70 service centers. So that's really cool. And outside its home territory, Dayton Freight Lines offers services in the rest of the U.S., Canada, Puerto Rico, and Guam through alliances with other carriers. Okay, and they actually were founded in 1981, so that they've been around for a while now. And size-wise, you are looking at 5,000 to 6,000 drivers. So that's really fantastic. Gypsum Express Limited, and this is another company that offers a CDL training. And so Gypsum Express is a growing nationally ranked premier flatbed carrier, and its signature right trucks are designed to be lightweight for a maximum payload. And so Gypsum actually Express has more than 650 tractors and operates 11 terminals located in 10 states. Its headquarters are located in Baldwinsville, New York. And the cool thing is that Gypsum actually has a great CDL training program for new truckers, and they will actually graduate you within 5 weeks. And the company was founded in 1982, and size-wise, you are looking at 501 to a 1,000, and this is really fantastic. Another company I want to share with you is Modular Transportation. So Modular Transportation is great for trucking companies. It's great to consider as a trucking company with CDL training. And Modular Transportation specializes in flatbed deliveries. It has more than 180, 190 to 250 drivers, and they have 3 divisions: asset, specialized oversized loads, and brokerage. And the cool thing is that all trucks are equipped with collision avoidance technology. And Modular Transportation operates 4 terminals in Michigan, Mississippi, Missouri, and Arkansas, and its headquarters are located in Grand Rapids, Michigan. So you can see that Modular is more geographically limited. So if you are in the geographies, if you are in the states where Modular is present, and you would love to consider this company, this is a great opportunity. And the company has been around for a while now. They have been around since 1969. So this is really good. And in terms of their CDL training program, they will graduate you within 6 weeks. Next, you have Old Dominion Freight Line. This is a big player that has been around forever. And Old Dominion actually is a leading less than truckload union-free motor carrier providing regional, interregional, and national LTL services through a single integrated organization. And expedited transportation is provided through a network of 250 service centers across the continental U.S. And the company also offers a range of value-added services, including container drayage, truckload brokerage, and supply chain consulting. And in terms of their CDL training, they will graduate you within 3 to 9 weeks. And the company was founded in 1934. They have more than 10,000 staff members, and this is really, really fantastic. Boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about the best trucking companies with CDL training. Next, I want to talk to you about Navigator Express. Navigator Express is another great company to consider for free CDL training. Not free, but they will pay you. But so you have to work for them a little bit. And so the company is based in Downers Grove, Illinois. And so this is 20 miles from downtown Chicago. So this is actually a top Midwest transportation hub. And the company operates in 48 continental states, working with smaller clients and multinational corporations. And this is really good. So we love the fact that they have CDL training. And so truckers really feel supported by management, get paid by the load, have good benefits, and have access to good equipment. You also have a Prime Incorporated. So Prime Inc. is a large North American refrigerated flatbed tanker and intermodal trucking company hauling freight across the U.S. and Canada. It operates 5 terminal locations and a total of 15 facilities in 8 states. In addition to driving positions, Prime offers they have career opportunities in operations, dispatch, sales and marketing, logistics, driver recruitment, finance, and company support. So the company has been around for a while. You know, they've been around since 1970. So that's really good in terms of stability. So if you're looking for a free CDL training, those companies really worth considering. I mean, they're not nationally sort of present. They are present in certain geographies. And if you actually are interested in working in geography, in a geographically limited sort of company, this could be a great opportunity. And then you have a Riverside Transportation. This is another great player that you might want to consider. We love the fact that Riverside actually will consider you for free CDL training, and they will graduate you within 6 to 8 weeks. And so Riverside Transportation provides a transportation management and truckload, less than truckload, drayage, and specialized services. It has a fleet of more than 900 tractors and 42 trailers. And Riverside has operational terminals in Kansas, Kentucky, and Oklahoma. So this is really good. And the company has been around for a while now. They were founded in 1993. And they have about, so you can see that it is geographically limited. But the cool thing is that basically with the Riverside, you have the ability to be graduated real fast. I mean, they will assign a more senior sort of a truck driver to you, and that senior driver will oversee you during all your training program. Next, you have Team One Logistics. And Team One Logistics is really a nationally recognized third-party logistics partner, exclusively focused on the asset-based transportation and logistics industry. And the company is based in Alpharetta, Georgia. It has more than 100 locations across the country. And so we love that a lot. And basically, they have a CDL training for drivers. That's really cool. And so this is a long-term enhanced alternative to driver staffing leasing companies, especially if you are into that kind of stuff. And the company was founded in 2003, and they've been in operations ever since. You have Wadham's Enterprises. This is another company that really offers a lot of opportunity. So Wadham Enterprises is a family-owned and operated transportation company with corporate headquarters in Phelps, New York. And Wadham's actually combines flexibility and a capacity of a large business with a personal, friendly, and service-oriented approach of a family-run business. We love the fact that they actually will do your CDL training. They'll take care of it, not a problem. And so Wadham Enterprises is the parent company of ARG Trucking Corporation, which is really a bulk petroleum carrier. Also, Wrist Transport Limited, a freight delivery truckload and LTL carrier, and also Earl T. Wadham's, a food grade transport service. So you have a company that has a lot of opportunities here. So those are the 17 trucking companies with CDL trucking for you to really really familiarize yourself with. Now let me give you the approach you need to really pay attention to as you try to really get yourself into this business at all. I mean, it's important to understand that if to start a trucking carrier and even thinking about a CDL training, you want to complete your education. Very important. Okay. I'm not talking about getting your PhD or master's degree, but you want to have at least a high school diploma. And you want to further continue actually, further your training in terms of CDL. You want to research openings. You got to prepare your application materials. This is important. In some cases, you might want to write a resume and cover letter that you can easily modify. And you want to tailor your application materials to each position you are applying for by referring to specific required skills and even the company's mission statement. You want to think also about the fact that you are not the only one here, okay? And so you have to really put yourself in your best light, if you will, when you go for the interview and apply an interview and follow up. So after your interview at a trucking company, you want to follow up with the hiring manager by email or with a handwritten thank you note. And this last detail can help you make a positive impression with the hiring team to really think about. So what to consider when selecting a trucking company, because if you have if you've gone through a CDL training is not the only thing. I mean, CDL training, free CDL training is interesting, but you have a lot of criteria to think about before considering a trucking company with CDL training. So you have cost effectiveness. You got to think about the type of freight, because if you are going to drive for a reefer versus a hazmat company, the conditions are not the same, the requirements are not the same, and also the pay is not the same. So cost effectiveness is an important element. Type of freight is important. And there is almost never a one-size-fits-all solution when it comes to freight transportation. Finding the right trucking company means first considering the type of cargo you need to actually haul. Factors like size, weight, shape, and amount of cargo should always be considered. But when choosing a trucking company, really, that you want to drive for, okay, you want to think about the type of transport. So whether you are looking exclusively for trucking, like driving for a company that has trucking services, or you actually want to drive for a company that uses trucks to transport all kinds of goods to ship in stuff like all kinds of commodities, you have to really think about the type of transport. And so, do you want to do OTR? Do you want to deliver domestically? Do you want to do standard ground shipping? Do you want to do shipping via train or truck? You got to really think about that. Think about the freight routes. the freight routes are important. I mean, routes are one of the most important aspects to consider when choosing a trucking company to drive for. Delivering delivering cargo in a timely fashion and on a regular schedule on a consistent basis builds trust with the company's customers and partners, and gives you as a driver a competitive edge in the industry. You also got to think about hiring practices and driver skill. So if you are going to choose a company, you want to make sure that you review their application process. Also think about the safety and security, right? And also think about the equipment quality. So equipment quality is kind of important because you do not want to drive like last century sort of trucks. You want to make sure that the equipment that you have is pretty modern, is relatively is well maintained. Because at the end of the day, your safety is more important than how much money they're paying you in the first place. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. In today's conversation, I just shared with you the best trucking companies with CDL training. And thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.